Today I am going to show you something a little bit different because I actually raided my sister's Jolif's July summer themed bow box because she didn't want to put them together herself because she just gets distracted by other things, so she basically let me have most of her box, which I absolutely loved. So these ones are from a really lovely supplier called Jolif, and this is part of their ready to go. Basically it's a bow holder. So what you do is you put them together, and then I'll show you, you can use these to sort of send to customers, and what they can do is obviously you put like a loop at the top and you can use them to hang the ribbon in somewhere in the room, like on a wall somewhere. So this is a smaller version. Give me 1 second. So like I said, you clip the bows on, and like I said, they can hang it somewhere in a child's room and have quite a few bows running down. I normally do mine about 1 metre in length. Now this is the slightly smaller version. The felty on this one is, check for you, it's about 3.5 by 2 inches wide, and the little one is 1.5 inches by about 1 inch. Okay, so the one we're actually going to be making up today is the giant version, and it comes in 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 parts because this is the tail end. 1 second. Okay, so like I said, 5 parts, and basically these come sort of, this bit comes pre-cut, and then these parts you sort of have to cut down yourself a little bit. So I've left the pink one already a little bit not cut, and the rest you just sort of trim down. Now what you want to do with these is, I always work from the back, and obviously I don't use my normal everyday fabric scissors with these. I use a slightly sharper different pair, and I go from the back, and you want to stay close to the embroidery edge but not completely on it. You want to like a few millimeters around that embroidery thread, and what you do is you don't sort of cut, you sort of curve the felty round. So you're turning it into the scissors, you're not sort of cutting round the shape, if that makes sense. But like I said, don't go too close to that embroidery because you don't want to cut through and make it messy. And try and make it as even as you can all the way around. Okay, and like I said, you just go all around shapes. Like I said, I did all 4 bar the main big ice cream cone shape. I will put a link in the description below for the Jolif Facebook page, because they do, and supply page, they do different types of bow holders, all different shapes, lots of different lines from unicorns to ice creams and lots of other things, unicorns, etc., mermaids. So there's lots of choice. So there you go. So that's what you get once it's all cut, and these are the layers. So it would be, I put this sort of towards the bottom or in between, then we want the pink, and then we want the ice cream. Now what I also have is, I have a piece of 9mm ribbon in the same colour as what I am going to use for my main bit that we're going to clip the bows on. So this is 1 metre of 1.5 inch ribbon. I'll just show you. 1.5 inch or 38mm, whichever way you work from. And like I said, it is about 50 centimetres or a metre, depending on how you work. You can do longer, you can do shorter, it's entirely what's up to you. Okay, so before I glue everything, I will show you how I do this, because these are designed, and I've had to do this off camera because I've had to go extremely slow because I didn't want to cut too far into the felters. Now, what I've done is I've taken my housemate's knife, one of these ones. I have taken my ribbon. I have worked out exactly how wide I need this, and these are leather backed. So this side's leather, this side is felt, same on this one. Felt, leather, and in between there is like a layer of webbing in there. So what I have done, taken my ribbon, worked out how much I need to take it open, and what you do is you take your ruler and you want to go very, very slow with this. And what I did is I very, very gently cut with a ruler a nice clean line, slowly. Once you reach the layer where you have like it's like a little bit of webbing, I would say. I'll show you. Yeah. So there's like this web layer. That's one where you can see here. There's where it's glued all nicely inside, and that's the web layer that's between the leather and the felt. And like I said, that's where you want your cut to be. So what I also did is I gently use this, cut through the webbing, and then, like I said, you've got a nice pocket to thread your ribbon through. And I do it just not very much bigger than the ribbon, as you can see, just a teeny tiny bit bigger than the ribbon. Okay, and I've done exactly the same with this side. I worked out how wide I needed my ribbon and where I wanted it to fall behind my ice cream felty. And again, with the ruler, you can see there, I've got a little bit of a webbing. Like I said, be very, very careful. Make sure you're only cutting the leather bit. And like I said, I purposely use one of these crafting knives instead of scissors and things like that, because you get a much cleaner line. And again, take your ruler and just keep lightly scoring, like so, lightly, until you reach that webbing. And you can take your scissors, gently cut through the webbing layer, or like I said, use your knife slowly, like so. And there you go, until you get that nice pocket in this one as well. Now, what to do with this? I use this glue, which is E6000. Now, once this takes a little bit of time to set, it takes 24 hours to fully set, but once it is set, it does not move and it dries clear. So, the other thing I like about these is to have this nice, really small tip to the point where you have to put this back in, and it is basically like a little pin seal. So, what I do is open this up and put some of our glue in there. Be careful not to get this anywhere else. Take your ribbon, lift that up, spread that in a little bit, and just so you know, I have heat sealed both ends of my ribbon to stop it fraying inside of there. So I've done that side. Now what we want to do to seal it is we want to go in the pocket, so we've not got any on the ribbon here. I'm going to go against the line like so. Shut that a second. And squish that down, and then what I take is I've got these bulldog clips. Push that up a little bit. Okay, don't want to see any of those. You want some clips with a bit of pressure and hold that in place for now. Okay, we're going to do exactly the same at the other end. Again, open the pocket a little bit. Take our glue, make sure it's nice and wide so we're not gluing anywhere we shouldn't. In there. Okay, like I said, not overly a lot. Make sure you're threading it the right way as well, so that's still straight. And again, thread that into the pocket, push it down a little bit. You want about a centimetre in there, and then, like I said, glue this side. Make sure it's nowhere that's visible, and press that firmly down. And I think this side, I'll be able to use my clips. So hold that down like that. So that is the back of both of them. And as you can see, it looks nice and clean. It doesn't look messy. So with this method, you don't have to add like an entire layer of felt over the top to hide where you've glued, which is why I like doing it this way. Okay, so let's do the rest of our layers. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to add this one, and again, still using my E6000 glue. Work out where you want this. I'm going to have it at an angle here. The other thing I'm going to do at this point, this is going to be the loop that people use to hang it on the wall. So like I said, this is roughly, check for you, okay, I do about 13 to 14 centimetres. I wrap it like this, okay, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to heat seal this together for a bit of security. So cut them down like that, take your lighter, heat seal in the blue bit of the flame, pinch, pinch, pinch. Okay, so you get this shape. This is the back, and again with our E6000 we want a dot of glue on the back there. We place that at the top like so. Okay, don't worry if it doesn't hold at the moment, because like I said, we're going to clamp everything together once we've got all of our layers in place. So again, take it, be generous with your layers. Make sure to go pretty close to the edge, but I won't go further than the embroidery edge, stitch edge. Okay, line this up. You want it so you can't see any of the cone layer beneath it. Okay, so that's that layer. And then we're going to do our ice cream layer. Same thing again. Stay within the embroidered line, but feel free to go crazy with your glue otherwise. Make sure it's a nice generous layer. Okay, that's that one. Turn it up. Again, make sure you can't see any of your pink layer behind. Once you're happy, then you can press down. Now with these clips, what I do, go around your edge, clamp, 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 clamp. And I did have a 6 one. There we go. So you basically, anything you have that can add a bit of pressure to those layers, I'm just going to add a little bit more there. There we go. And what I will do here, I'm just going to take two of my little clips. I'm just going to use them to pinch that into shape, and here we go. So this is what you'll get in 24 hours. Once I'm 100% certain that those glue layers are set, I will take all of my clamps off and then it is ready to go. But like I said, in the meantime, this is the look that you can get. Let's just take them off. I'll put them more back on in a minute. There you go. Here is your super pretty giant, and I'll just bring the other size in just so you can see in comparison. This one is 6 inches by 4 inches wide, and the smaller felty is 3 by 2.5. So this is this size, and next to it, the one that I did earlier, so as you can see there is quite a big difference on the sizing, but they're both equally cute. With this one I used 1 inch ribbon. Obviously with this bigger size I've used the 1.5 inch ribbon, and like I said, all the details of the supplier and all the different types of ranges of these different sizes of felty for your bow holders will all be in there. And like I said, this is the best method that I like. So like I said, I'm going to re-clamp my layers back in place so that they don't move while my glue is setting as it should. There we go. So thank you for watching. Hopefully you enjoyed this. Don't forget to like, share and subscribe, and I will speak to you all soon. Thank you for watching. Thank you. Bye.